Hey, what's up there? Let's have a little talk about perception versus reality. A friend of mine calls me the other day and he says, man, my wife is getting on to me. She's telling me to be more like a specific person. I'm not going to name this person, put him out there, but she's telling me to be more like a specific person because this guy is everything to his woman that he could possibly be. He's like the perfect example of how to be as a man. And I told my homeboy, I said, you know that 6 months ago before he met the girl that he's with now, he was teaching dudes how to be player, right? Like, you know that. Does she know that? Is your wife, is she paying attention to that shit? And the reason why I say that is it's funny. It's like, dude finds a girlfriend. Then, you know, my friend's wife just happens to be following him. It's like, oh, he's so nice to his girlfriend. He talks about her every day. He's only been fucking her for 6 months. Wait till he's tired of her for 10 years. Wait till she gets tired of him in 6 months. But it's funny. See, that's the perception versus the reality. It's like, oh, these people have the perfect relationship. Of course they do. They don't even know the real each other yet. You know, the perception versus the reality is that relationships are hard, whether they're business partners, whether they're casual people dating, or whether they're intimate people, or whether you're married, or whatever the case, relationships are hard. Now, they're really easy in the beginning. Now, I'll give you an example because I'm not very good at relationships, right? I've obviously had multiple failed marriages that I'll take the blame for because I'm a wild card. What can I say, right? But the truth is, I've had multiple business relationships fail as well. You know, I was partners with somebody in a company called Postfuser a few years ago. It didn't work out. And feel like that person pulled their weight. Before that, I was partners with somebody else. I ended up actually violently kicking that dude's ass over some stuff. And, you know, nowadays I'm partners with Sean Mathis. Now, he took a big risk on his end to become partners with me because I'm a wild card. I'm a loose cannon, right? But the same thing, I've always carried myself with the same way. The perception of what you see with me is the reality of who I am. The only thing that's different is that my life is way cooler offline because I don't have time to talk about all the cool shit that we do. And plus, it might hurt my reputation a little bit because we get a little loose, but that's neither here nor there. So, back to the story here. The thing is, like, even with business relationships, like Sean and I, we've been business partners for a year now. We've been in this like mentor mentee consulting, whatever the hell you want to call, relationship that we had before that when he was a client. And, you know, to sit here and think that, oh, these guys look like they always have fun, they do cool Harlem Shake videos, they're always traveling together, they're always going to the club together. Don't think for 1 minute that he and I don't fight. Right? Don't think for 1 minute that he and I haven't come close to coming to blows several times now. And it's because, right, we're both passionate about how we feel. We both want to win. We're both in this game together. And to be honest with you, you know, Sean's been the best partner that I've had. I don't say that just because he's my current partner, but I say that because he's actually willing to go the distance with me, and I've never found anybody like that before. Now, I'm not trying to get all mushy and everything with him, but what I'm telling you is that it's easy. It would be easy 6 months ago when Sean and I had never been in a fight and we had never told each other fuck you or none of that stuff for me to say, man, I got the greatest business partner in the world. This guy's on the money. He's doing everything. But here we are 19 months later and the dude's still making sales calls every day. He's still closing, making money for the company. I'm still writing what I need to do on my end. Things are going smoother than ever. Break Free Academy's growing because we stuck in this fight. Now, it ain't always pretty. We bitch and argue several times a week just because we have a passion for what we do, and I have a different way of doing things a lot of times than him, and I have a different set of rules for my life, and there's nothing wrong with the rules for his life, but the thing is that it's different. But see, as I've seen the ugly side of Mr. Mathis, just like I've seen the ugly side of any of the exes that I've had, and he's seen the ugly side of me, right, which is really fucking ugly. And the thing is, when you finally see the ugly side, which it takes sometimes years. With me, I move fast and got ADD, so it takes sometimes with me only a month or so. But Mr. Mathis has seen that ugly side, and he decided to stick with it. You know what? I can take the shit that Ryan can do for our business in exchange for every now and then having to see this ugly side of him. See, a lot of them have it. And back to my story in the beginning. So when my friend's wife, when I rebutted to my friend, I said, man, give them another 6 months and see. See if they even last. They don't even have any time together. Of course he's still in love. I remember the last girlfriend I had, right, turned into my wife, right, ex-wife now, but last girlfriend I remember getting chills when I first, like, was thinking about dating her and was first going to see her and being all excited and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But that shit, just like maybe some of you had for your wife and stuff like that. But for most of us, all of us, if we want to tell the truth, that shit wears off. You know, I used to get excited about going to board meetings with Sean. Not anymore. I'm like, fuck, I have other stuff to do. Things that used to excite us don't excite us anymore. And it's when you push through those things that don't excite you anymore and you're still willing to stay in the fight, whether it's your spouse, business partner, or whatever other relationship that you got out there, right? Side piece, whatever you got going on. It's just that when you finally push through the ugliness, and you finally get through the like excitedness, and you get to where it's a real feeling, right? Not just some euphoric high of some like new car smell on a relationship. But when you get to the real meat and potatoes of it, and you're still willing to stick it out, and you're still willing to go the distance, and you're still putting in the effort, that's when shit gets real. So we'll maybe do a video update here in another 6 months to see how the magic couple with the guy that treats his girl all so perfectly is. But the truth is, we all know how it goes. Like, everything's fresh and awesome in the beginning. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes a month, sometimes it takes a couple years, but eventually once the ugly comes out, then we'll really see what kind of person you are. So, hey, that's it. Share this message if you dig it. And don't forget, we have the Harlem Shake thing and the ALS challenge. Make sure you share that too, because we're looking for families. We got a few other people that want to help out with families as well. So help us spread the cause on that. It's the video down below this one. Later.